Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back for everyone that is joining me on the live. Let's come back. I hope you're excited about the market. We see we started a little bit down, but things are looking up, guys. So first, just to start off, we want to talk about the guys that are on my Patreon again. I did share this article, which I will talk about it, and it is Netflix. And we know Netflix has been in a lot of pain, but Netflix is up. So let me just take a look at this article for a little bit, spend a little bit of time here and talk about it. So we say, every morning I do send out what Jim Cramer is looking at, and he said Netflix, the pain is over. Shares popped more than 12% in the pre-market. The streaming platform said it added 2.4 million subscribers. So guys, as you know, coming back here now, Netflix is not in the portfolio. We have Disney, and then that means really, really good for Disney. As Jim said this morning, with Disney, you have the theme parks, and we expect that the theme parks going to come back. So we think that Disney will do very well. So if you're not invested in Disney, you should strongly consider investing in Disney. I would kind of look at Disney screen with you guys in a minute, and you guys can kind of tell me what you think about Disney. So right here it is at what, $100 a share. It's a little bit, I mean, I'm in the red in Disney. It's still a good opportunity. We expect things to come back, I said, with the theme parks and everything. So we think Disney is an opportunity, but maybe you should wait for a pullback. As Jim Cramer said this morning, it's kind of hard to mount in any rally, but we see that we started off low today and we keep rising. So Disney, it is a stock that you may want to consider. Another stock that they talk about in the market this morning, it was Procter & Gamble, guys. As you know, guys, Procter & Gamble did they did very, very well. They beat estimates. So it is an opportunity in Procter & Gamble. So let me just take a look at Procter & Gamble and see how much it went up, because I know they reported yesterday, and it seems like they beat estimates. So Procter & Gamble, what is that? Up 2% for the day at 131. Hey, that might be an opportunity. As you know, Procter & Gamble, they deal with a lot of stuff that they get in the supermarket, like Tide, Paws, and all those small stuff. Procter & Gamble, so in a recession, what they say, people always need soap. They're going to need dishwashing soap. They're going to need soap to wash their clothes. So they're saying that if you really believe that we head into a recession, you should strongly consider Procter and Gamble, guys. So think about it. It might be a stock to put in your portfolio. Think about Procter and Gamble. I just want to talk about Netflix a little bit. It is not in the portfolio. I doesn't have Netflix, but the people that has Netflix, this could be an opportunity to see if Netflix get back to where it was. It's at 275. Netflix is up 14% after they beat estimate. They did very, very well yesterday, so they're up 14%. My advice to you is not rush it right now. I think it's pretty high. If you're going to get into Netflix, which I am not into Netflix, so I typically don't recommend you buying a stock that I'm not invested in. So I said it is not in the portfolio, but a stock you could consider that is in the bullpen of the portfolio, it is Airbnb. As I said, the investment club has not really pulled the trigger on Airbnb, but it is a stock to consider. If you listen to yesterday, we talked about SD Lotte. Jim still think it's a buy. He still think that, let me share J&J, because according to Jim Cramer, if you're selling J&J right here, you might be a little bit dumb. He thinks that you're making a big mistake selling J&J here, and he see J&J as an opportunity. That's Johnson & Johnson. It's an opportunity to get into the stock, because Jim Cramer thinks that next year time, so that stock will be very, very high. So you should consider buying some J&J. And I have all that stuff in my Patreon, guys. So the link is in here to join my Patreon. If you follow me on YouTube, you could just click the link to join my Patreon, where I share all the morning thoughts, everything that happening, multiple articles I share, guys, on my Patreon. So consider J&J. So it seems like healthcare is down, And I want to talk about that briefly because one of the stock that I am in, guys, and they did get a decrease, estimate decrease. But to be honest with you, that stock gave me 14%, and Jim Cramer still think you should follow all stock based on the people that are behind it. Let me just share the stock I'm talking about with you guys so we can definitely take a look at it. This is Pioneer Natural Resources at 247. It's up today. I still said, but that stock gave me 15% dividend. So it's a great stock to get into. It's a great stock to think about. You could the stock that they recommend with the investment club is Devon, which is one because they think the CEOs is amazing. Pioneer Natural Resources, or if you want something a little bit cheaper, you could look for one of the other oil stocks. But these are the two major stocks that they consider. Oh, sorry, the stock I wanted to talk about is Corsair. I think that stock is around $30. That also gave a 8% dividend. So, guys, we kind of move ahead quickly. Let me just talk about this one stock, which I talked about that stock yesterday, and I said it was a buy, and that stock is Danaher. It's really down today, so that might be an opportunity to get that great healthcare stock. So let we talk about Danaher. I know the investment club buy Danaher, and they paid a little bit more for it. Danaher is down 10%, and something like a great company like Danaher down 10%, as Jim says, it's no fault of Danaher. While they're down, that might be an opportunity for you to buy Danaher. Anyway, guys, thank you. I said before, you could follow me on Patreon if you want to get everything that I get. If you want to see all the newsletter I send out, you could join me on Patreon. And remember, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Please don't forget to comment.